Hey, what's up? I'm Ga, this is 7 Mortal Sins. Welcome! Today I got a new player guide, something I wanted to put together for the brand new players that I'm seeing enter the game. Figured try to help them out as much as they could so they don't get too confused, they know a little bit more about what they're doing, because just jumping into this game can be a little confusing. There's a lot of mechanics that you might not know about, a lot of stuff you can do. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's say you just started the game, brand new player, brand new account. The first thing you're gonna run into is what I like to call the infinite reroll. It is a summon. You get one free 10 pull that you can re-roll or redo as many times as you want until you find a character that you like. You can get any number of 4-star characters from this, and you can also only get one 5-star character, and they're going to be an Awaker. If you don't know what that is, check out my class guide. But for the most part, the character you pick during this sequence doesn't matter a whole lot. They'll probably get replaced later on down the road, but in my opinion, the best one is going to be Furka. So, before I jump too much into some other stuff, you might be wondering if this game is free-to-play friendly. Well, yes it is. There's lots of freebies you can get, actually, in the bottom left corner here. Just kind of scroll through these. There's always some free stuff in here every day that you can get, whether it's daily goodies, or not that. I mean, daily goodies, but not the daily goodies tab. So like daily login bonuses, like all this is free. Events always come with free stuff like stamina. Lots of free goodies in there, and then if you head over here into this weekly bestseller treasure box in the top right, always check here. They give free summon tickets, free stamina, lots of freebies. Alright, so now that you've cleared the introduction to the game, right? You've done the free daily, or the free initial reroll. I think you're forced to go through like chapter 1 before you can actually get to this menu. What you're gonna want to do is just deep dive as far as you can into the main story, right? Just go as far as you can until you cannot clear any further, and then 10 times a day you can pick somebody to be a helper. Like these guys up here, just be like, hey, I'm gonna pick this level 105 Lucy. Make sure one of your team slots is empty, and then they should just be able to clear with their free character. Alright, and then also the other thing you want to be doing is dailies. Try to push as far as you can in these daily quests, namely these 4 right here: Trainer's Gym, Treasure Raiders, Rank Up Abyss, and Transcend Corridor. These are going to give you key, basically basic materials for upgrading your characters. And you get 3 tickets a day, so that's 3 runs every day. Just try to push as far as you can. You can only auto battle a stage if you got a 3-star clear, but try to just get as far as you can into all of these, and once you're unable to clear, that basically just means it's time to grind, right? So you need to go back to the stages that you can beat in 3-star. Like let's say you're in the Star Shard Temple and you've cleared, let's see, is it this one? Sure. Let's say you've made it to stage 11, and that's the farthest you can 3-star clear. Well, now it's time to start grinding that, getting those resources, and building them up, and taking your characters up to the next level. kind of get into this cycle of like pushing and grinding. So once you can't push any further, it's time to step back, grind, level up, and then see how far you can push after that. Alright, and speaking of daily quests and the main story and stuff, so we have daily quests. By doing your daily quests, you get stuff, and once you get enough of these cleared, you get gems, which are used for summoning, which I'll get to in just a sec. And then going back to freebies real quick, so always check your mail. Your mail gives you gifts twice a day, right? So just go in there real quick, check it, grab those goodies, come back out, do what you're doing. And then this, you can spin up to 4 times a day. You get gems guaranteed from it, as well as whatever it lands on. Yeah, gems. So the gacha part of the gacha game doesn't unlock until you clear chapter 4. Don't spend gems on the basic Awaker banner, which is always going to be up here at the top. This one right here that I'm on. This is not worth your gems. You get free tickets all the time. Like, they just hand them out like candy. Hey, here's some Awaker tickets. Here you go. Like Oprah, you get Awaker tickets. You get Awaker tickets. So don't put your gems here. Just use the tickets, okay? And if you want to know what's good value to actually use your gems on, I have a guide on that. Go check it out. Once you're able to summon, once you get to that part, go check out the video so you can figure out what good value for your account is. Alright, so with campaign and dailies out of the way, you want to get into a guild. Any guild, ASAP. Like, as soon as you possibly can. It's very important. If you look at the bottom left, well, I'm in the way here. Let me move out of the way. I'll go over here. Okay, you can see down here, you get stamina just for showing up. And that can be up to 250 stamina per day. And then by helping out your guild in the guild raid, you get guild points, or guild coins, whatever they're called. Here, I'll go back over here now. Alright, and you take those, you go into the store, go into Belfie's grocery store here, scroll down to the guild points. You can exchange all your stuff for some goodies here. And these are very helpful early game, especially down here where there's stamina you can get to keep on going. And going more into the shop real quick. So we got the PvP shop, we've got stamina and tickets. This 30 gems for more stamina is great value. If you need it, do not spend your gems on coins, okay? Vortex of Torment. Early game players, you're not going to need to worry about this. Just leave it for later. You'll be fine. Alright. Then real quick, before I go more into the shop, I don't want to forget this. So from the daily quests, you get star shards. Star shards are very important pieces to upgrading your character's power level from very early on. If you've ever played Genshin Impact, they're a lot like artifacts. They all give different stats. Each day kind of rotates what star shards are available. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be like one set of star shards, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday will be a different set of star shards. And depending on how you want to build your character, you want to farm star shards on different days. But let's go back and take a look at the rest of the shop real quick, because there's also some more freebies in here in Mamon's premium shop. Yes, premium shop, even though I said there's freebies in there. It's good tea. Alright, so every day you get this for free. You get diamonds, coins every week, you get more diamonds and coins, and every month you get more diamonds and coins. So be sure to check that out every week, once a month, and every day to get your free stuff. Then moving back to equipment. So these two on the right side, the Soul Mirrors and the Blood Pact. These are end game level pieces of equipment. As a new player, as an early game player, you don't need to worry about these for the moment. But once you start pushing past a certain level, you're going to want both of these. Blood Packs are very rare. They have only had one banner as of recording. They don't come around a whole lot from what I hear. Soul Mirrors are essential to taking your characters above and beyond, really pushing their limits. But like I said, you're not going to need to worry about that early on into the game. Okay, now the most important part of the game, the characters. Come down here into your cast menu, and there's just even more options, okay? So I'm going to get the easy ones out of the way. Formation, you just set up a team. You just put your characters in a team, that's it. Level training, where you go to level up your characters. Rank up. Rank up is what lets your characters ascend in terms of rarity. So like if you look down here, some of these characters are 5-star, or down here 4-star. Transcending them makes them go up to 6-star or purple star right here. You can see I got a couple of those. It's a great way to take your character's power level up. And so Transcend, this one might get a few people as far as like new game players. So the way Transcend works is it increases your character's level cap. So at base, like a 4-star character can only go to like level 40, a 5-star character can only be leveled up to level 50. But if you come in here into the Transcend, you see her base level is 80. That means I've taken some of these guys right here and fed them to her, essentially. This is what you use your 3-star characters for. You use them as fodder to make your other characters stronger. Okay. And then okay. So this one's really important. All right, Soulpedia. So what the Soulpedia is, it's an encyclopedia of your souls, the characters you've collected. But it's more than that. This is an account-wide stat boosting mechanic. The characters you collect, the characters you level up, skill up, invest into, all contribute points towards the Soulpedia, which in turn increases the power level of your characters. So if you hit this arrow down here, the question mark, the arrow is what levels it up. You'll be able to tell if you can level it up because the little bar will be here and glowing, right? So my entire roster of characters is getting this stat buff right here. So this is the number one reason to not unsummon any 4-star or higher character until they have a certain level of investment into them. And that would be, you can tell that from here. So if you look at Gabrielle right here. So she is +0, which means she has no skill ups. But if you look at Raphael, she has +1 and a little like Roman numeral 1, I guess you can call it, right here. That means she has 1 skill up. But if you look down here, at Luciana, you can see she's got a max under her name card here. And what that means is I've summoned her a total of 5 times. 1 time for the base character, and then 4 more times for her dupes. And I've merged them all together. And this max here essentially means I don't need to pull another copy of her. I can unsummon her for materials. And you can unsummon characters. And for example, we'll unsummon you, and you see I get this yellow gem right here. You can take that into the shop. You can take it into the soul altar in the summoning orbs, and you can exchange the yellow gems for more characters here. But like I said, don't do that unless your characters, you can afford to. You can afford to unsummon the characters. Otherwise, hold on to them for that juicy Soulpedia bonus. And then skill up is where you merge duplicates of your character. Basically, click one, and then you hit skill up, and it transfers that character to the other character, and it increases the level of the character's skills all the way up to plus 13. Plus 14 and 15 you would need soul mirrors for. Alternatively, you can use something called a grimoire, right? So since Maman is a sin, she would need Grimoire of Sin, and I can use up to 9 of them on her instead of another physical copy of herself. Okay, and then consonants. This is a system that you won't need to worry about as an early game player. But if you follow my advice with the Soulpedia, you'll be set for consonants, right? So don't unsummon anyone until they're max. And then consonants requires other characters to make a character stronger. So if I wanted to level up Lucy's HP even further, I need these 3 characters to have a certain level in the Soulpedia. So this is another reason why you want to keep your characters. And if you're curious, you can check the investment of a character by hitting the Show Soul Link stats on the bottom, making you can see all of the points that that character is earning towards your Soulpedia. And I think that should be about it as far as what you would need to know super early on in the game. Don't forget to do your arena, both the Limbus and the Grand Coliseum. I'll have a guide for those probably later. As an early game player, you don't really need to focus on winning. Just make sure to participate. You get a bunch of freebies from this as well that pay out once a week. And I guess my number 1 takeaway from this would be just be really cautious with your resources. Just save, be patient. That's really the number 1 thing. Patience is just the biggest thing for this game. You know, you could be a whale and spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and you still wouldn't ever compare to like some of these top tier players like up in like PvP. Just because it takes time. Like, you just need the time. There's a lot of time gated things as far as like grinding goes. A lot of time gated events and resources that you just can't get in one day. So just be patient. Don't blitz the game. You don't need to sacrifice all of your characters for one character, right? You don't need to unsummon everyone day 1 just to feel like you need to push. Just you know, hang back a little bit, grind where you're at, make sure you're prepped and ready for the next push. And once you can't push anymore, just kind of start grinding a little bit more. You'll get there eventually. Like if you feel like your account is bricked or underwhelming or underpowered, just stick with the grind. Just be patient. You'll get there eventually. Everyone does. Everyone does. And just some real quick FAQs before I go. So I get these questions asked pretty frequently, or maybe not me personally, but I see them asked on Discord and stuff. Link in the description. So your cover girl, this girl in the background, all you have to do is come up here, hit cover girl, and then boom. See? Super easy. And then your helper, like you remember, if you go into main story, how do you set a helper? So you do that by going into the cast list, and then you click on a character, click the thing in the top right corner, and you see this skull with the word help under it. Boom. That's how you set your helper. And one last thing real quick, if you want to full screen your lobby, get rid of all this UI, you just come down to the bottom left corner. I think I'm actually in the way, so I'm gonna move. Okay, yeah, so down here, bottom left corner, this little pink thing, boop, gets rid of the UI if you want to see your girl in full screen. Alright, going back to my corner. Alright. Oh, if you have any other questions, feel free to come join the Discord. If you're a veteran player and you think I've missed something, please comment below so the newbies can see it. But other than that, I'm out of here. See you in the next video. Peace.